First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
The tackle made by
that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Cameron got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Cameron
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now this throw caught left side. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Crowder, 72 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Under 10.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
It's just me and you. It's just Just me and you.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. And incomplete on the deep ball. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And 6.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
Oh, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKenna. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The ball resting on their own 5 here as they come up to the line on second and long. Now McKenna. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They go play action with Haskins. This ball complete to Rager. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. On play action, Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Cameron. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw. Cameron. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down. Cameron. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
At the 42-yard line.
McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cameron. That's complete to Jake Butt. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Cameron. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on second down. Cameron, this one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Eagles.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Ronald Darby. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Carrier.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 30. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Here's McKinnon. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
25-yard line.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Cameron. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Cameron's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Scantling. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And an Eagle first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cameron. A fight for the football, and it's Pass intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Washington. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Cameron. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Ioannidis able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And Ingram hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Cameron. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw on third down, Cameron. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. From the gun, it's Haskins. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jalen Rager, 68 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds, and now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Off play action. Cameron. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 57 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Washington on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Haskins. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Let's go. 51 the mic. 51 the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
51 the mic, boy. 51. Got you. I got you, son.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open right side, complete to Rager. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
65. 65. 65.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
I got you.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point now coming from Myers. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Jason Myers set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Cameron. Got an open man. It's Scott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
To Boston Scott.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Operating from the gun, Cameron. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. McKinnon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd down, Cameron. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Big stop, let's go. Mike,
Throwing now is Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Now it's Haskins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Haskins to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
At the 15-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and